Welcome to this professional development session looking at increasing English comprehension by using collaborative strategic reading. Comprehension is the ability to accurately understand something. The Queensland English Curriculum for Junior Secondary Schooling highlights the importance of using reading and vocabulary to enhance comprehension. Boardman, Klinger et al. 2015 found that comprehension varies among students depending on their exposure to the English language from childhood. Those with higher exposure are more likely to have better reading, vocabulary, and overall comprehension. Therefore, this session will examine how CSR provides students with the opportunity to equally understand a text, encourages student engagement, guides student comprehension, and allows teachers to monitor learning and group work to ensure positive outcomes for students. Manning, in their 2019 study, identified that CSR combines reading, vocabulary, and peer assistance to enhance interpretation and understanding of texts. It uses a learning log to work through the 4 stages of preview, click and clunk, the gist, and wrap up. For CSR to have an impact, teachers must create effective groups. The first way to do so is through creating groups of varying abilities. Doing this will help provide equal access to comprehension of the text, as students will be in what Vygotsky termed their zone of proximal development. The zone of proximal development is the optimal space for learning, where students are pushed by a more capable individual from what they know toward what they can know. The second way teachers can enhance group work is by allocating members expert roles for each of the CSR stages. This will enable students to be more autonomous and allow for smoother progression through the activity, which will free the teacher to monitor comprehension levels. Once groups are formed, progression through the 4 stages can begin. Stage 1, preview, is where students view the text for a short period, usually 1 to 2 minutes. The aim is to look at headings and images, to identify key information, connect prior knowledge with the new topic, and predict what the text will be about. To guide learning through Stage 1, it is important that teachers ask effective questions. Higher order thinking is engaged when exploration of content can occur through asking questions that are open-ended, address difficult content, and require students to apply external personal knowledge. Upon the conclusion of previewing, students will write what they know about the topic and what they think they will learn into their learning log. Agarwal, 2019, identified that these processes of retrieval and prediction will make students more engaged in the text, revealing one of the benefits of CSR. Stage 2, click and clunk, is where students collaboratively read through the text once, in order to highlight what they know, a click, and what they do not know, a clunk. Students will then discuss their clunks to find appropriate solutions to them. Anything still unknown will be written in the appropriate sections of the learning log. During this stage, Manning 2019 found that it is important for teachers to encourage group exploration, as it increases intrinsic motivation and inquiry, as students must combine their skills to solve the clunks identified. Stage 3, the gist, involves groups reading the text a second time in order to use the summary process of paraphrasing. Paraphrasing is the ability to use one's own words to summarize what a section of text means. It is important that, during this stage, teachers model appropriate paraphrasing strategies for students to use. One example includes think alouds. Think alouds is where, after reading a paragraph, the person reading aloud describes what they think the section is about. This process is repeated by all group members until the text is complete. The summary sentences would then be written into the correct sections within the learning log. Through this paraphrasing process, Fiorella and Mayer 2015 found that students are more likely to consolidate their learning, which reveals another strength of CSR. Stage 4, wrap up, steps away from the text and requires students to synthesize what they learned from the preview and 2 readings. In this stage, students will write into their learning log questions they still have and a short summary of the text. It is necessary for the teacher to provide scaffolding so that students know how to identify salient information for their synthesis. An example strategy is the 4 W's and an H: who, what, when, where, and how. Fiorella and Mayer 2015 found that synthesis increases knowledge retention, revealing another benefit of CSR. In conclusion, this video has revealed how collaborative strategic reading provides equity, engages students, guides comprehension, and allows teachers to monitor learning and group work to ensure positive outcomes for students. Thank you for watching.